Greetings and welcome back to the Insanity. Last time we left off, we made a plan. And the thing was that we said that we needed tar. But the thing is, we actually don't need any tar because we have plenty of tar in the system. And we actually have a bit of too much tar, which means that this machine over here is not doing anything. So I believe that we still actually want to have this production block that we talked about last time with an independent, self-sustaining production of wood, coal, and coke and stuff. But before we get into that, we're gonna fix a couple of other things. Because I have realized that something about inserters and scaling things, and I don't know. I seem to recall having mentioned that to someone at some point in some YouTube video. So yeah. Then we're going to need to have a couple of extra inserters over here so that this machine works a bit faster. And then we also now realize more or less that we can actually... Not there. Why did I put it there? I want it over here. Now we can actually scale up a bit with the production of sand and rich dusts. And for that, I think we're going to need another classifier, which requires small parts and transport belts. Okay, shouldn't be too much of a problem. I think we can go get that. Assuming we can find a train. There is our train, thank you. And then we're also going to fix a couple of other things in our base. Little bit here, a little bit there. So yeah, I guess plans are what we make while reality happens, or something like that. Here we have some transport belts, and that's a lot of small parts. Half of that might be enough. Okay, can I make a classifier now? Thank you. Alright, then let's see. We have something over here, I believe. Yes, here it is. Because we have plenty of things coming from the top, not so much coming from the bottom, so it's time to do something about that. So if we do it like this, then I guess everything should get this. Great. That should take care of that problem. Now, what are we researching? Basic electronics and then botany. Okay. There is another ammonia recipe that I am a bit interested in. Is it... No, it's not this one. Although that's also interesting. But biotechnology stage 2. That's quite interesting. For that we need water animals, which has another recipe for urea, which is also a bit interesting. But this is fairly expensive in terms of science packs. That's not great. That's not great at all, actually. So I think that we're going to want iron processing stage 2 first. And yeah, sure, why not go ahead with oil processing as well, since it's more or less nearby. Not, I guess this recipe for organic solvent might be interesting to me. And yeah, then we can go with the water animals. Although that's going to be very expensive. And then we can aim for biotechnology. Not sure what I want here, but yeah, maybe. It actually has a different recipe for logistic science packs, which I don't think seem very useful, but we'll maybe at some point in the future when we have a more dynamic, more modular setup for things. Okay, good. Now that's taken care of. Now there's also some other things we want to address related to, first of all, steam processing. With the reasoning being here that we kind of don't want to burn the wood. And I'll show you why. Because wood has a fuel value of 2 megajoules, while coal has 4 megajoules. And we input 10 wood into this and we output 10 coal. So we are essentially doubling the megajoule. Oh crap. We are getting a lot more megajoules for the input, but we need to make sure that we don't get any iron oxide on this belt, which is why I'm going to filter that. Beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Oh boy. Don't worry, the spaghetti is going to get even worse in this episode because there's yet one more thing that I'm planning on changing, which is over here, because you remember how I said that we want to have, or that we have too much tar? Yeah, we have too much tar in this, and that's because, well, we have a lot of stone here. And that's going to change now, because with a few minor modifications like this, we make the spaghetti even worse than it's already used to be. And we're missing iron, but I believe that we have an iron chest over here. Thank you very much. That's a lot of iron. Very helpful. So yeah, that's a different level of spaghetti right there. I'll tell you that. Okay, and then we will make it go over here. And this is sort of in the way of some planned trains, but that's going to take a while, I believe. That's by sending the stone over here, we will help with getting more hot air, because what we are currently lacking mostly is hot air. So for this, I think it would be helpful to have another regenerative heat exchanger over here. Oh, and it of course needs... Tricky, tricky, tricky. Sure. Well, come on. You craft so slowly. So slowly. Is the stone not here yet? Nope, here it comes. Great. Hot air, please. So you should see that now these are definitely picking up some speed. And speaking of picking up things, it seems like we need to have some more inserters as well. Faster inserters. Oh well. That should take care of the hot air problem. Which should hopefully... Where is that production? I think it's even further north. Up here somewhere. Yes. Stop train, please stop, please stop, please stop. Thank you. Because this machine for carbon black is using up quite a bit of it. And if we take a look at... Right, this had that as a different recipe. But I'm thinking that there was another recipe over here somewhere that I'm interested in. Yes, this one. Using rubber as well. Or no, using rubber. Rubber is the product. Using styrene and a lot of different shits. And that's very interesting. That's probably actually more interesting than the water-based thingies and the biotechnology too. So we will just... No, not that one. We will just reorganize our research a little bit. Good! Now we have plenty of things in the research queue. If only we had a little bit more science. Okay, back to the beginning, more or less. Back to the titanium and the classifier that we built that we have to put down. We're apparently back to the seaweed belts. Right. Oh boy, why am I not taking the train? I have a train, I should use the train. Can remove that depot stop because this is my personal train. Does not need to go to any depot. Great. And maybe in this episode we will also move the old titanium processing a bit so that we have more room for rails. We will see about that. We have plenty of other things to do already. Okay, let's see, where were we? Here we are. And now, as you can see, we have quite a bit of sand here. So the idea is that I should try and process this sand somehow. Damn it, I forgot to pick up fast inserters. Alright, that should be quite quick. Thanks to the train. Because I think I do want more inserters. At some point we will change this all our trains so to only go in a single direction, but because we're not quite there yet, I'm actually having two locomotives here in this single train. Good, let's pick up some more. Don't think it's even possible to have too many of these. How are we doing with engines? 4 engines. I'm usually missing engines for one reason or another, so let's pick up some engines. Thank you. Okay, back to the classifier. Yeah, we can close this production block for the moment. I think our robots are done with this part of the rail setup. That's nice. It's very, very nice. Okay, let's see. A splitter, please. Great. Here, have some extra sand. Or actually don't, because I want to know if this is enough or not. Well, now we have like everything that can't be processed up here will go down. If it can't be processed here either, it will go down further. So I think this should work. Let's add the sand there. Okay. Is this fast enough? Let's add an extra inserter. The machine can handle a lot because the machine is super quick, but the inserters are fast but not fastest. Okay, where was I? Let's see, we fixed that part. I'm just checking my little to-do list here. And we fixed... Oh right, we should fix a couple of other things. First of all, more radars please, because we don't have coverage everywhere. Which is a bit annoying, and what's even more annoying is that I of course don't have any copper. No, I don't want to connect to that pole just yet because it doesn't exist. Alright, I wanted to move this roboport. That we can do. So you may produce stuff over here maybe somewhere instead. Let's see, where is the roboport? There it is. Now I would like to have a bit of coverage. I would also like to have a bit of electricity. And since I don't think I have any more power poles on me, we just need to place it down somewhere where there is already a power pole. Okay, great. Transport belt, you probably don't need that, but you will need some signals, sure. Oh, and apparently maybe you also want some robots. Great. Now those robots can work there for a while, and then we can move them even further to this crossing. Okay, good. Right. There is a thing with the coal dust up here that we can actually change a bit. Because this is producing syngas, and we actually don't need we actually don't need any syngas at the moment. Or at least not that much. So I'm wondering if we can sort of use this somewhere, somehow, and make steam out of this instead. The only problem is, of course, that we don't really have a steam pipe anywhere close to this. Here there is some. How are we doing, by the way, with the steam over here? It's still quite a bit of an issue. Because we have a lot of these coal dusts that's just waiting to be consumed. Okay, I guess I will have to do a little solution somewhere over here. And then have a pipe go through this part, maybe. Yeah, why not? Well, spaghetti, that's why not, but we're gonna do it anyway. Hopefully you will see a reduction in spaghetti soon. Okay, boiler. Thank you. Make the belt a little longer, and I don't have any. Right. We have copper here somewhere, right? Should I have taken the train? I should probably have taken the train. But as you can see, we have at least quite a bit of coke and coal on that belt. That's good. Even though we haven't actually started producing. What did I already have? Or did I just craft them? I don't know. Okay. We haven't started the other part yet. The new city block. But it will come soon enough, I think. So now we are no longer using the syngas, which means, or rather we are no longer producing the syngas. Although I will leave it there because there might just be something that actually requires it. So anyway, we should take a look at, I think we have a syngas container here somewhere, and I want to detach that. 13k, okay, I can flush 13k. Feels a bit wasteful, but sure. And now we can connect our new fluid. Well, not so new because we have had it for a while, but we haven't used it to burn that many things. And once again, I should have taken the train. Always take the train. When in doubt, take the train. And this seems problematic because this claims that we have some fluid in this system, which we do not, according to me. But I'm kinda assuming that there is something somewhere. How about if we try to disconnect that part? Will that help? Yes, that helped. So now we expanded the methane at least a bit. So what do we have on this, in this pipe that is... Oh, it might be because it notices that it's connected to the producers. How smart it is. Or, yeah, exactly, that's detached. So it must be that it is connected over here somewhere to these. The reason why I want to use the methane instead is that it's both stronger, it has twice the fluid fuel amount compared to syngas, and also I can get it way much easier. And now I might have lost that. Oh, so many pipes. Have we built all this? I have no memory about that. But sure, we probably have. Nope, that's blood. Bloody hell. Okay, here it is. Great, now it can connect. So this should probably use up quite a bit more of our methane and stuff. But I'm okay with that, because methane is way easier to scale up. Although I suspect that this might cause a problem with some production somewhere. It usually does whenever I change things. Great. And okay, we have switched to methane. We do actually have probably still a bit too much of the coal gas, I suspect, which might be why not much is happening here. So I'm thinking that I would like to use a gas vent and a little something called overflow valve. And we can make niobium plates now, or niobium pipes. Okay, which probably has a quite decent max length when it comes to the underground. 32 compared to 10. Quite a bit of a difference, for sure. Okay. Now I believe that this area is not fully radar covered, which kind of means that we want it to become radar covered. Yeah, why not here? Seems good to me. Seems just as good as any place. Okay, great. We do have a bit of hot air now. Good. Radars placed, coal gas consumed, or rather wasted. Excess stone from tar production is done. Spaghetti was made. We have burnt the excess coal gas. We have added inserters for a sand machine, and to allow another classifier, we added inserters for the topsoil extractor. Rubber is an issue, but we don't have the improved recipe just yet, so not much we can do there. It's just the hot air and the tar. But I am a bit interested in finding out. Oh wow. Yeah, now suddenly we need the tar. Now we need the tar. And it looks like we also have a bit of a power issue. So I guess that's what we'll have to do next. Didn't I recently improve the power things? I'm pretty sure I did. Hello, little robot. Nice to see you. Fluids shortage. Fluid ingredient shortage. It seems like we need more electrolyzers. Oh boy, sure. Oh boy. Why does it take 2 labs to make an electrolyzer? I don't quite get that. But I guess that's just the way it is. And we're gonna need some more pipes. Okay. And that needs electricity, and there you go. Hopefully this might fix it. At least a bit. Oh well. So how is the rubber production doing? Like, how has it changed recently? It has went up quite a bit and then it went down a bit again. And now it's going down because of the tar production, I believe. So that probably means that our... Oh, I forgot to set a priority on the splitters. That's fairly important actually. Because no priority means that it's split 50-50 and that we don't want. So you should prioritize to the left and you should prioritize to the right. That should help improve things, and we can improve things even more. Let's use some fast inserters because I'm getting sick of the slow inserters really. Okay. 38 entities are missing construction robots. Sure. Now, can we start the thing that we wanted to start now, or should we move the titanium a bit? Moving the titanium needs... No, that can't... It would be nice to move it, but it would also be nice to actually set up that city block. Mumble, I'm not sure. Okay. Anyway, I think we can grab some more landfill. Right. That's probably a sign that we should start setting up our new city block so that we can get rid of the machines that we have in our inventory. Would make sense, would it not? Okay. There we go. I like this. I don't like stopping suddenly, but that's what happens. Okay, now it's time. We have free space. That's always an essential requirement. When it comes to train stations, I believe that we have a couple of items to export and 2 fluids, tar and coal gas. So or actually maybe I have a little... I do. I think I have calculated this a bit, so think there should be enough for 2 of these, and then we will do some track switching magic somehow, somewhere of some sort. Okay. So I believe we have... we might need some more fast wood forestries, but at least we have one. So let's just start placing that somewhere. I would like to not keep it directly at the edge, but somewhere around the middle, sort of. Okay. And right, we are currently researching a better recipe for this that I wanted to use, of course. Okay, where is my planner? Hello, planner. Please be so kind and pin this setup for me, will you? And then let's see here. We have planned for 4 of these at the moment using the improved recipe. So I think we can sort of do I want to plan for 8 instead? This wood, and wood is usually... it can be consumed quite fast. But yeah, okay. At least we have some amount of it here. Fastwood forestry, so that requires 3 seedlings, and which requires a lot of other things. We do need to have a bit of a loop, because we need to have the compost. Actually, we could even export composts or biomass from here as well. Yeah, something like that. I haven't really thought this entirely through. High pressure furnace. You should be close to this. Yes, you should. We probably only need 1 of you, but let's make it 2. I don't have the composter just yet. Okay. So that's done. Soil. Why do I need soil? Why do I need stone? What do I need? Oh, I need stone for the moss. Okay. Right, we could also export the moss from here. So I will build the moss a little bit closer to the right. What is the moss used for? It's used for the tree seedlings. Okay. Now you might be wondering, how am I planning this, since I have filled in all the landfill more or less? But I believe that there is a magic recipe through the pressure pump, which I sadly can't make right now because I'm lacking steel. Sure. So let's make some stone. I've heard that's usually required when it comes to getting efficient production of moss, at least. Now, how do I want to scale this? Because normally I like to scale it like either horizontally or vertically, all of it, so that you don't scale one thing horizontally and another thing vertically. Because that's, yeah, at least for me, that helps with making sure there is enough space for everything. So we will make the moss over here, sort of. The moss only requires stone as input, which we get from over there. And then it requires water and carbon dioxide. So we say that this is the input and then this is the output. Or actually, this can be the output. Now I'm thinking that maybe I actually want to export the tree seedlings from here. That's an idea as well. Okay, and then they do, okay, the moss goes here, and then I need, now I am getting close to the edge here of the city block, which is not intended. But that happens easily. Maybe I should have went with an 8x8 setup instead. But yeah, I have my reasons for sticking with 6x6. Okay. No, don't have that. Please make that, thank you. Oh god, I'm going to need so many electric poles for this. Okay. That's that, that's that, that's that. That's those wood processing units, of course, we need. Wood processing, well, actually, and you know what? I think I'm going to get some more landfill. Hopefully I can fit quite a bit of it now. There's my car, thank you. I was just about to look for you. What? How many times have I destroyed this power pole? The same power pole all the time. Maybe that's a sign that I should actually move it somewhere else, but I'm looking forward to the bigger power poles, which are kind of, they can tolerate more and they can also, you don't need to build them that closely. And I just realized that I actually have a car, so of course I can actually use the car and put some things in the car so that I can build for longer. Right. Will this be enough? Nope. Not even close. Or actually maybe quite close, but it will not be enough. Especially not when I continue building the crossing like that. But hopefully by the end of this episode, it should be, all of this should hopefully be built in and filled with landfill. Actually, this helped. Now I do have a bit more space here. This is nice. Okay. So, wood processing. Let's see. Output, some space, input to the next. Oops, wrong direction. There we go. And after we have the wood, Then we are going to use these destructive distillation columns, at least on some of the wood. So how about building it over here, sort of? Yeah. And then this one. And here we will use some kind of magic, I believe, to determine when to use what, sort of. So that we don't make coke of all the things, only from some of the things. Okay. I'm going to need a lot of belts and stuff for this. That's for sure. Have I built a botanical nursery? Yes, I built a botanical nursery over there. And that's slightly annoying that I have to sort of transport them, but sure, I can actually accomplish that, I believe. So like this, more or less. Then we can make, here we need 2 inputs. Didn't actually mean to place those belts. So here we have the, whoops, wrong way. Here we have the moss coming in, and the moss is in fair bit of an amount. 38 per minute. Ah, it should be enough with just 1 belt, I think. 5 moss. It's okay. Okay. Well, actually, here we can move this a bit over here so that we have room for a pipe. Then we can even move it 1 step further, because so that we can use long inserters. How many are you producing? You're producing 3. And there is no better recipe. Good. Then that's done, and now we're kind of waiting for the botany research to be finished. But in the meantime, we realize that our robots are done, so it's time to move the robots. And we also realize that our train is way over here. No, I don't want to go there. I want you to come and pick me up. What? Why are you? Oops! This is what happens when you build rail signals. Oh, come on. Oh, I see. I see. Can I just build some of these? Yes, thank you. There we go. So it was noticing that it couldn't go here because it believed that there was another train in this area. There was not, because that train is way down over here, where we also need to have some signals and radar coverage. And the problem here is that there is no rail signal in front of this train, which means that it thought that that the train up here was belonging to the same train block, the same segment of rails as this train. because there was no signals. There was not enough signals in between to say that, hey, this is a separate piece of rails. Right. Anyway, now we should grab some stuff. And by stuff, I mean pipes. I mean iron. I mean steel. Apparently some solders as well. More iron, some copper. Some transport belts. Some small parts. Probably some duralumin, why not? Why can I only... okay. We also seem to need some circuit boards, which makes it possible for us to produce more inserters and other things. Then we can go and get some more signals for our robots. And then our inventory is full. All right. Do I have another storage chest? Yes, I do. Nice. That will very much come in handy now, because now it's time to move the robots to this area. Which probably also means that it's time to do the thing that I have not been looking forward to. Move the titanium production. Yeah, it's time. It's time for sure. Okay, so how much needs to move? That needs to move. That will need to move. I don't like this. Don't like this at all, but sure. And just to make sure that we have enough space, I will move it a fair bit. So this will cause a bit of a hiccup in our titanium production, but it will soon be restored. At least that's the plan. So now I kind of want to stay away from as much belts as possible, or rather as much trail segments as possible. Great. And let's see here. What's this? Oh right, that's the stone. Of course. We're going to need some underground belts here. And a bit of space. We are moving things. Let's use a fast inserter. Not sure if one will be enough, but we'll find out. And when moving this, we have efficiently shut down all our progress when it comes to research, because it's titanium that we are waiting for, that we need, so Okay, that's one step. What is this? It's the titanium grade 2. Okay. So that's stone, that goes there. Yes. And does this also output stone? It does. Okay. So that's why we should have something like this. Then we can remove this, whatever this is. It's almost like JavaScript. We never know what this is. Programmers will understand. And okay, there's that, and there I have some of this. And this is titanium grade 3. And this is titanium grade 1 and 2. That's titanium grade 1. And this is using grade 1. Okay. Very confusing, but I think we will get it eventually. Not quite sure what belt this is, but I'm pretty sure I want to get rid of it. Oh boy, I remember doing this setup. That was horrible. Oh my god. Okay. That was removing a bit too much. Titanium rejects. And titanium grade 3. It feels like there might be something missing, but hopefully we will be able to figure it all out. Okay, that has the probability of creating titanium rejects. And apparently also some titanium grade 3s. Just using some underground belts here because I believe I will have use of it. We can remove this belt because that's very much in the way. We can remove this advanced foundry. Some splitters. Let's restore that splitter because I want to copy its settings. It's just somewhere over here. Oh boy. Okay. Now what outputs what? Okay, this one we need to have over here. Because this will output titanium rejects, it looks like. And the other part is titanium grade 3. And titanium grade 3 will go down. And this is gravel and grade 3. So we do need to use up the gravel somewhere. Hopefully it shouldn't be too problematic. Now where is our... Oh, there it is. That's... I don't even need to use these underground belts. No belt it at all is actually much better. Okay, what do you have? Grade 1 and grade 2. This is grade 2. So where do we have the consumption of grade 1? It's over here. Okay, how nice. Sure, why not? Can clean it up later. Famous last words. This will work. Now what do I have here? You made this. Don't know when, but you did. Okay. More inserters. And let's see. Wait, this is not right. Titanium grade 2, grade 1. This is grade 1. What do we have here? And what is this? Is that grade? That's grade 2. That is grade 2. Grade 1. Grade 2 to grade 1. I see the problem. How about that? Apparently it helps to have the right thing go in the right direction. Okay. Now what? Now we're getting somewhere. Titanium rejects. And grade 3, okay. Where can I dump off these things? Where did I actually use to dump them off before? Okay, here we have something. Gravel over here, please. Okay, then I can rotate this to something like this. Perfect, it's even going in the right direction. Then we just move it over there, out of the way. For recycling. Okay, and then we have grade 3 here. Good. So then we can just put this over here and have it go to this one. You will have quite a bit of a job to do at the moment, because we have saved up some titanium for you. Okay, is that it? We might need to scale some of these parts later on. Oh my god, this is a mess. Let's move. What is this? Okay, I guess that's a thing. Having a whole bunch of coal dust here in the middle of nowhere. Well, it didn't used to be the middle of nowhere, of course, but now it kinda is. Okay. I think that's it, so now we can get back to the rails. Great. Although we do have a bit of an issue with the power pole here. There we go. Now it's time to move the robots. If we can. There we go. Might think that it would be easier to do this manually, and it's possible actually, but I'm quite happy with not having to do all this by myself. And construction robots, there we go. Oh, used. started doing stuff even without having a roboport with electricity. That's interesting. Is what? Did I miss anything? Oh, again, stupid. Don't connect to ghost power poles, please. Or well, you can just connect to them too, I guess, but not only. There we go. We still have a bit of electricity problem, but that's okay, more or less. How nice. Okay, where was I? We still haven't gotten that. Maybe we can get some more landfill. I had a feeling that I wouldn't be able to finish this in this episode. That's just what happens. As I said, plans are what we make while reality happens. But I do think that we have solved quite a number of issues, small issues mostly, in this episode. So that's something, I guess. There is my car. Now let's see if we can avoid bumping into power poles. Great. Yes, I did manage to stop in time. You knew that would happen, didn't you? Alright. Of course, we bumped into a power pole. That's happens easily. Now, I do actually want to save a bit of space for a small lake here. Because I do know that even though we can get water from other sources than offshore pumps are far superior in terms of speed and cost and actually, yeah, everything. Okay, there we go. See, we have a city block. Ta-da! We're not using much of it yet, but we do have a city block. So, I think I can close this for now, maybe. And then the question is if we should... Why do I have a... Right, that's actually a good question about the power. Ah! We do actually have plenty of combustion mixtures. It's just that we need to have more... Oops, the lamps are blinking. But that's a sign that something is wrong with the rails, but that should fix itself once it places down the rest of the rails. So that's a sign that we can make more combustion turbines. which should help. That's quite a big... Oh, up. See, we've done something. Oh, it's that one. Oh, that's why this one isn't producing more. It's actually connected to the wrong electric grid. I have been wondering about that, and it seems like we need to move the radar one step to the left. That's annoying. Oh well. Hello, radar. Please move over here. The radars are chunk-based, so depending on which chunk you put them in, they discover different things. Alright, bloody hell. Having a rail network with and having to transfer power between different city blocks is not recommended when using small power poles, really. Don't do this at home. Thank you, robots, for repairing my car. Okay. So that's the wood. We'll just sort of... Oops. Apparently I pressed the wrong button, so I dropped some. We'll just plan a bit here for how to set things up. So wood. Here we do need to have a splitter, I believe. So that can go into here, and then we can have another splitter over here that can put stuff. Actually, I think I want to have a bit more space between these, so that we can actually, or yeah, I don't know. But having some space just feels better. I was thinking that I wanted to. Actually, we can have a transport belt over here. I just wanted to make room for. I was first thinking to have a transport belt below it and maybe have the transport belt going from up to down in between. But since we're only outputting 6 coke for every 10 that we put in, I think it's safe to do it like this. Okay, then we will just connect a couple of pipes. Because I was thinking that it would be nice to have it a bit scalable here if I would need more of any of these at some point. So yeah, I think this is about as much as we will get in this episode. Apparently we need to get some moss here as well. Oh well. We have sort of a plan for this city block. We didn't finish making it, but we're on our way. So join us again in the next episode when we will actually finally, famous last words, actually finish this city block. Thanks for watching. See you next time.